Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I am going to do some burn management in my native beds here in Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina. Now, these beds are 3 years old, and the primary native grass that's in both of these big borders is Muhlenbergia capillaris, or there's some question of the speciation of white cloud, so we'll just go ahead and just say muhly grass. And these are native grasses that have evolved for burn management. The reason that I like to do the burning, well, for one thing, it's actually a lot of fun. It's also way less labor intensive, and it's better for the plant than doing cutbacks. The reason I don't encourage cutbacks on native grasses, and especially muhly grass, is because the stems are hollow. When we get snow and rain and ice, the stems fill up with water and then they rot. And that's why you end up getting that donut hole where it's like dead in the middle in a clump of ornamental grasses. Instead, burning actually seals those stalks, so the plants end up actually benefiting from the biochar from all that dried material that just burns down in place, and they don't have to deal with any of the excessive moisture issues that we can sometimes have problems with. Now, I did get my burn certification through North Carolina Extension Service, so I'm feeling pretty confident in the advice that I'm sharing with all of you. And today is February 2nd, so it's perfect timing. As here in central North Carolina, you want to do this before the grasses start to grow again for the spring season. So late January, early February is ideal. And though we're in a drought, we did just have a pretty decent snowstorm, only about 2 inches, but still, the ground is nice and moist. As you can see, there's still snow on the ground, so I don't really have to worry about fire spreading unintentionally. There's no wind today, and actually, well, it's just a beautiful day, and I'm so desperate to be outside and not be on my computer. So I hope that you'll enjoy this video. I have a lot of grasses to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up on the tripod so that I can show you up close and personal. Okay, here is my flamethrower. It's kind of an exaggeration. This is just a camping gas, propane, small thing that just attaches to it. And Aiden got this for me for Christmas. I'm gonna put a link in the description so you can find it online. And we actually use it for all sorts of things, from burning weeds in pathways to starting bonfires to, well, burning down native grasses. And the process is actually pretty simple, although admittedly I haven't done this in like a year, so now I have to remember how to do it. Okay, just like that. And I'm gonna go ahead. I don't like to burn lots of space. I like to do one plant at a time. Makes me feel a lot safer. And, well, as you can see, it's a pretty satisfying process. So that is Carex, I think Carex cherokeensis, and it is burning really, really well. It's so exciting to see. The Carex muskingamensis is more in the middle over there, and it's not burning nearly as well as the cherokeensis is. So, interesting note. And yeah, the beds will look bare, but that's okay because now I'm gonna overseed with poppies. So this is like a really good management strategy, and it gives me more space to be able to grow cottage garden seedlings in. These are always the muhly grass that get me the most excited. They are the original muhlies, and they've been being burnt for the last 3 years. So the inaugural light No, I really do appreciate their structure at this time of year. They will start to grow very soon, so it's really good to go ahead and get all this burned back now. And then we'll have just as much vigor for the next season, great flowering next fall. All right, so Aiden is gonna burn the wave. I think it's gonna be a really dramatic picture. For these are all transplanted pink muleys. Transplanted these back in early December. And I wasn't sure if we should burn them, but looking at them, absolutely. And again, this is a best practice to encourage new growth. We're right in that stage where if we start to warm up, new growth is gonna emerge really quickly. And well, this is a really exciting and easy approach to managing native ornamental grasses. And so you can see what the clumps look like post burn, and you can kind of kick off some of that ash. Last year, they started to push out new growth within 2 weeks of burning. So I'm hopeful it'll be a similar cycle this year. And again, all that burned material essentially adds nutrients to the soil, providing fertility for the next season. So there's multiple reasons to do this. And I highly recommend looking up burn management training in your county extension so that you can learn more specifically about what you should and shouldn't burn and the conditions that are ideal. And consider adding burn management to your landscape cycle. This is Panicum, another great native grass. Again, a great candidate for burn management. Well, everybody, I hope this video all about burning native ornamental grasses down will provide you with some information and inspiration. I'm pretty angry at America right now, so this felt pretty cathartic. I'd like to burn some things down. So I took it to my own yard. Did a great ecological service, saved myself a lot of maintenance, and I can't wait to share updates with all of you as these muhly grasses break dormancy and start to grow out for the growing season ahead. As always, thanks so much for watching and happy gardening.